The looksmaxxers are actually onto something. And I'm not talking about having these procedures and bone smashing, and you can have vitamins, take your vitamins, peptides, do whatever you want, have a healthy life. And people say don't judge a book by its cover, but I think that's completely false. Because, for one, who would you rather believe in? Someone that has a dingy 1998 Toyota Camry, or a guy that has a BMW S class or S series? You'd take the guy with the BMW because the package itself looks good. The package meaning his car looks good, his presentation looks good. And I'm not talking about maxing all of your stats into looks. You should have some knowledge. You should have charisma. You should know how to talk to people. You should have knowledge in art, science, things like that. So when I'm speaking about the looks max as being correct, I'm speaking about people judging you on how you look. And there's a limit to what you can do with your looks. You should definitely eat well, go to the gym, have 7 hours of sleep. And I think that's pretty much the bare minimum. And I did have, I wouldn't say a glow up, but I did start to take care of my looks. I started to have a somewhat good sleeping schedule. I think this is more of something that I should, be more in tune of, or I should do better. I've been having 6 or 7 hours of sleep usually. And when I started to go gym as well, this was on and off for about 3 years now, 4 years. After I see a lot of different results in terms of muscle definition, face fat, I know the place that I used to work in, or the agencies that I used to work with, I'd get a lot of looks. Maybe they might think I'm attractive, or, I'm not trying to be big headed, but once you start locking in terms of your looks and taking care of your looks, that is when most people will not only respect you, but also they believe in you more, or they think because you have this package of, your the way that you dress and the way that you look, that's one aspect of the job. And I'm not saying, have these surgeries, have bone smashing in your resume, your regime. You should, you should go with what you have right now, but you should also try to make sure you improve your health. And as I said before, I was getting a lot of looks. People used to respect me, or would respect me, before even opening my mouth. So I commanded respect in that workplace just because of how I looked. And if you think this is very, superficial, subjective, then it definitely does sound like it. But if you think this is very superficial, or something that you shouldn't care about, it has a majority of a decision because of how you look. And should you go into surgery for it? Should you go under the knife? No, but you should try and improve your looks. And so, yeah, so I started to go gym. I started to eat a lot of protein, some fiber, drink more water. I think people should have masculine and feminine traits, but if you go straight into the feminine, you're basically being another female. And especially within the workplace or within a relationship, there can't always be two females in the relationship. There's always one masculine and one feminine. And I think once you go overboard, once you go into the clavicular looksmaxing outlook, then what are you doing it for? Are you just trying to look pretty and have someone like sweep you off your foot and pay for everything? No. As a guy, as a male, it's you're supposed to be the one that's getting the bread, you know. Having someone else like help you out as well as your partner, then that's cool. But if you're only there just to be beautiful, having, you know, handsome features, being pretty in a relationship, then mate, you're putting too much points into the looks maxing thing, man. It's not good. It's definitely not good. So these TikTok face, man, these TikTok, just doing TikTok edits, you know, that's, if you're not making money from it, then what's the point? Just to summarize, looks, keep your looks together. You're as young as you was yesterday. You're not going to be as young as you was yesterday, so, you know, take care of your looks. Try to get 6 to 7 hours of sleep. It's pretty hard for me. I get it's hard for me to even sleep because my head is so my head is just, there's so many ideas, and whenever I try to get 8 hours of sleep, I just don't end up getting it. I get fragmented sleep, so I'd sleep for 4 hours here in the night, and then, for example, if I get home, I'd sleep another 2 hours, just have a little nap. So it's different for everybody, but genuinely speaking, you know, take care of your looks. You're only as young as you was yesterday, and eat healthy. You can have sweets here and there, but eat healthy. People will respect you if you go to the gym as well. You know, you get more confidence. So also, I have a little story for you. Before even going to the gym, I wouldn't get any female attention. They wouldn't, you know, look up to you. They would just, you know, if I went up to a female, they would just, you know, they wouldn't give me the time of day. But once I started going to the gym, you know, regularly 2-3 times a day, 2-3 times a week. 2-3 times a day is too much, but 2-3 times a day, then, you know, I saw a lot more confident, a lot more agile. I would think faster. I would almost be addicted to it as well, like the feeling of having a good workout. And after that, after you work out, you never feel bad. You feel really, really good. So now, currently 24, I'm getting a lot more female attention, and, you know, I'm talking to a lot more people. I'm more confident. My back is straight. I could look people in the eye. So it's an osmosis of just a lot of good things into your life. So if you want to dial into your health, definitely make sure you know, dial in and try to, you know, live a healthy life. Infinite ROI. It's not even close to any other thing. Like with money, it's when you're just a fat slob, you end up being so lethargic, tired, and it's you're not. I've never been fat in my life, but from what I could see from other people, they're not respected too much, and they're always the butt of the joke. Whenever you open your mouth, people, squirm. It's not. It looks very. It feels very bad for people, and I feel bad for people that can't really help it. They get very anxiety, things like that. They start eating just because of how they feel, and there's always there will be always someone that's it's not all about the looks. Oh, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but people, whether you like it or not, judge people by how they look, and it's an unconscious bias, and it's something everyone can't deny it, because it'll always be there. And there is like pretty privilege, and there's people that are from your same culture, things like that. So a lot plays into it, and there's always an infinite ROI in terms of just feeling good, looking good, and definitely people within the age range of 18 to 24. Dial into your health. Go to the gym, hit the gym, and you see infinite results.